Welcome, wrestling fans, to this edition of LCW's Legends of Wrestling. I'm the voice of LCW Commissioner Mike Barrington.
And I'm John Biz. On this episode, we see Alexander Saint go one-on-one with Sexton Phoenix.
And then after the break, we see some hot tag team action when Dynamite Dylan Davis and Matt Burns team up against Max Power and Marius.
Fans, let's not waste any more time. Please join us live at ringside.
Fans, welcome to this edition of LCW Legend of Wrestling. I'm the voice of LCW, Mike Barrington, of course, with my broadcast colleague, John the Biz Bennett.
And we see here Sexton Phoenix and Alexander Saint getting ready to lock up here in our opening contest. And you can best believe that both of them are looking to improve their standings here in Legend City Wrestling.
Certainly, John. And, of course, we see there to the right of the screen the lovely Jessica Priest, who is here with her man, Alexander Saint, and she's certainly not hard on the eyes, John.
Very, very beautiful, but also could be a distraction for Sexton Phoenix. Let's see how that plays out. Phoenix now with an arm drag after ducking a Saint clothesline. Alexander Saint responds with a headlock takeover. Both men back to a vertical base. Action fast and furious here, and Sexton Phoenix slips out, and a standoff here.
The fans seem to be firmly behind Alexander Saint in this contest.
Well, you know something? The fans can be behind him, but if Saint turns his back on Sexton Phoenix once more, he may not actually get a chance to regret it and recover from this match. Sexton Phoenix, just like Alexander Saint, a very hungry young man, and you can best believe that a win here would definitely put him in good standings to try and get a title shot against Cowboy Mike Hughes.
Certainly a long road to that point, John, but both men seem to be picking up the pace here at this point.
Very fast, action-packed match here. Saint tries to slow things down after an arm drag with an arm bar here now. Referee checking in, making sure that everything is on the up and up.
And official Matt Wheeler, of course, trying to maintain control here as the fast pace quickens even further.
Here we go. Saint looks a little bit confused as to what he's going to try next. So he hits a couple of chops there.
You may have been correct, John. You may have been correct. I think he may have just caught a glimpse of Jessica Priest.
See? Distraction. And here we go. Phoenix
heads to the outside here.
Takes it to the outside, taking a walk. He's going to try and slow the pace down there after that acrobatic maneuver by
He doesn't look
Alexander
very happy. He doesn't look very happy at all, John.
He certainly does not. But honestly, when does this guy exactly look happy? I can't recall once that I've seen him.
I'm definitely stumped.
Here we go, and they go to lock back up here now. Saint once again taking control of the arm.
Oh, it looks
Phoenix
like it's
being backed into the ropes. Ducks the clothesline, puts on the brakes. He's going for a backslide here, Mike, trying to put Saint away early. Saint spins out. Oh, another reversal into
a back suplex. Oh my goodness! And Saint is definitely feeling that now.
Fantastic maneuver
as Phoenix taunts the crowd.
And he goes for a cover. 1, 2, and see, this is what I'm talking about. These young guys actually taunting to the crowd or playing to the crowd. He could have went for the cover right there, put the match away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he would have got a pinfall at that point, but certainly, John, I do agree that the showboating could be a little less.
He definitely could. Followed up with a leg drop there and another pin attempt, only a 2 count. Now the frustration really starting to set in on the youngster Phoenix as he's really giving it to the fans here now. But he's paying for it. Saint turns around. Oh, and he cut him off, Mike. Here we go.
Phoenix is definitely stepping up his game at this point.
Sunset flip, trying to get him over. Phoenix drops down. 2 count. Saint bridges out.
Oh, on a back chop.
Here we go. Oh, pair of blistering kicks. He's going for a third. Phoenix grabs him. Oh, what's going to happen here, Mike?
It looks like he's going to go for a slingshot to the corner, and yes, he does.
Oh, and a brutal slingshot, face first into the turnbuckle. Here he comes, gets caught by that back elbow, backs up a little bit. He's going to make a run again.
And another one. And what's Saint going to take care of at this point?
Saint taking a quick second here. Now he's calling for something. What's he going to do here, Mike?
I think we've seen this before, John. He's going to go for that.
It's a split-legged moonsault.
Oh, my goodness, and nobody home. We'll be back after the break, folks. And we're back here after the break. Sexton Phoenix taking it to Alexander Saint here on LCW's Legends of Wrestling.
Very low clothesline into a pin attempt. 2 count only for Sexton Phoenix. But he's been in firm control since Alexander Saint missed that split-legged moonsault. But once again, here, the showboating, this could really cost the youngster, as Saint now struggling to get back to his feet.
Definitely, and definitely hearing some words of encouragement from Jessica Priest at ringside.
There we go, and Saint fires back now, trying to mount a comeback. Not sure how successful he's going to be. They're trading punches in the middle of the ring. Oh, and...
Oh, right to the back of the skull.
Brutal enziguri. Wondering if Sexton Phoenix can recover from this.
No, you can see he certainly got the screws knocked loose at that point.
That's right. He got his clock cleaned a little bit there, Mike. Let's see if he can recover. And that's definitely not what he wanted to do. He ran right into one of those Alexander Saint clotheslines. Saint coming on now like a house of fire. Reversal off of the ropes.
Oh, he's rolling on the river, and he's back up.
Here we go, but once again, the showboating. And he isn't... Whoa! My God, that's got to be it. 1, 2.
Oh, 2 count only.
Phoenix manages to kick out. I really don't know how. I don't know how he managed to recover from that. That was an amazing aerial maneuver.
And he's calling again for that fan support, which is very encouraging for him.
Seems to be working for Saint here. And Priest out. The referee has a full-time job just trying to make sure that order's being maintained. Sit out powerbomb!
Sexton Phoenix turns that one
2.
around.
Oh, and he kicked out. How? And if I'm Sexton Phoenix right now, I have to be extremely upset. The fans have gotten into his head. That should have been a 3 count in his mind.
Well, there's no doubt that the tank is nearly empty for both of these young men.
Fatigue will definitely set in as a factor at this point, I think.
Sexton Phoenix with a couple of vicious chops on Alexander Saint right now.
Here we go. Send him from one corner to another. What's Phoenix going to do?
Oh, and he ducks out of the way.
Nobody home on that one.
Oh, and a kick to the face.
What's going to happen here now, Mike? Looks like Saint's going up top.
Well, he's going up to the top. Hopefully he can connect this time around.
I was just going to say, last time he did this, it didn't really work out for him.
And I think he's going for that flying elbow.
Oh, my.
Oh, and he connects.
Shades of Macho Man Randy Savage into the pin.
Oh, and he got the 3 count.
Very hard-fought battle. And Alexander Saint bests Sexton Phoenix here tonight.
And we can see our LCW fans are very ecstatic to see their favorite, Alexander Saint, come out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned, as when we come back, we have hot tag team action. John Biz being joined backstage here by another little punk who wants to be your hero, Dynamite Dylan Davis. And Davis, tonight, you and Matt Burns go up against the formidable tag team of Marius and Max Power. I'm willing to bet you two cocky little punks think that your chances are pretty good, huh?
You know what, Biz? We've been chasing these so-called tough guys all over Newfoundland. We've been taking these guys to their limit. And now, here on NTV, it's our time to shine. Dynamite Dylan Davis and Matt Burns, we're coming out on top.
Wrestling fans, welcome back to Legend City Wrestling on NTV. We've got some hot tag team action coming up for you right now. Dynamite Dylan Davis and Matt Burns versus the team of Marius and Max Power.
Marius and Max Power definitely, I feel, have the advantage here, as they're not overly concerned about how the fans feel about them, and they're willing to take advantage of any opportunity that presents itself in order to get the win.
Well, John, on that point, they certainly don't seem to have any of the crowd support this time, as the hometown heroes, Dynamite Davis and Matt Burns, seem to be taking the cake.
Here we go, and Jerry O'Neill making sure that everybody's ready, calls for the bell here. Max Power and Dynamite Davis circling each other, finally connecting up, an arm drag into the corner, and Max Power now taunting Dynamite Davis by trying to do a pose off, I guess.
Well, what Max Power doesn't really realize is that Dynamite Davis has really been honing his skills, and not only that, but honing his look in the gym recently, and certainly been successful in that.
Most certainly, probably one of the more impressive local physical specimens from Legend City Wrestling.
Next to Mr. Fantastic, of course.
Yes, next to Gamma Ray Freak of Nature, Mr. Fantastic. Yes.
John, I hint at a sense of sarcasm there.
No sarcasm at all. He is legitimately a freak of nature. He's Gamma Ray's gone wrong.
Of course, Mr. Fantastic last week in action against Crimson and Kiyoshi, the Dead Wrestling Society, and his tag team partner, none other than Big Sessy, Kevin Nash.
And you know something? That match never should have happened. If Kevin Nash could have just minded his own business, stayed in the back, there never ever would have been a tag match there. But no, the Glory Hound had to come out. He had to do his thing and try and be a hero.
Well, I could say the same for Kiyoshi. Of course, he was the one who caused the original interference, and therefore the original match was over.
The original match was over, yes, but you know, if I'm a future Hall of Famer like Kevin Nash, there's absolutely no need for me to come out and interject myself in the dealings of the Dead Wrestling Society. But that's not the story right now. The story right now is Max Power in firm control and then tags in Marius.
And Matt Burns certainly doing his best to keep control of the match.
Go with a couple of hip tosses there, and now a big body slam right in the center of the ring. Matt Burns definitely one young man who's fired up and looking to really take LCW by storm.
Most certainly, and I do like the injection of our tag division most recently. And Dynamite Davis up to the second rope.
Here we go. And as our fans may or may not know, once a tag has been made, you do have a 5 count to get out of the ring as the not legal man. We go
Mary's
off the
now.
rope.
Oh, and Max Power with a knee there in the back.
Oh, there you go. And the referee just coming over to make sure that Dynamite Davis didn't try and attack Max Power, as he's been known to do. Folks, we got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned right here on MTV.
Hey there, wrestling fans. This is LCW superstar Mr. Fantastic with a very important announcement. If you are being bullied at school, at the library, or even at the gym, don't be quiet. Tell an adult, a teacher, or even a professional wrestler like me, Mr. Fantastic. Because telling someone truly is fantastic!
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to Legends of Wrestling right here on MTV. When we left you there, the tag match was in full swing, and here we go. Dynamite Davis with a brutal enziguri to the back of Marius's head. Both men are down in the middle of the ring. Davis is trying to crawl to his corner for a tag.
And Marius certainly feeling that as Max Power into the ring. What have we got here?
There we go. Looks
Max
like
Power.
there's
Max
probably
Power seems to be trying to. And the referee smartens up to it.
Here we go,
But unfortunately for Dylan Davis,
Matt Burns trying to help his partner, only hurting him now as Marius and Max Power double team him in their corner. And the referee sees the tag, calls for it. Max Power back in the ring there now.
senior referee Gerald O'Neill certainly doing his best to keep order in such an energetic tag match.
There you go. Back and forth goes the action. Brutal gut-wrench side suplex there by Max Power, and a very nonchalant cover, more or less just to get inside Dylan Davis's head there.
Most certainly. I mean, the cockiness of Max Power is just unbelievable in this match.
Taunting the fans there now.
A cheap shot on Matt Burns. Of course, referee Gerald O'Neill doing his best to keep Matt Burns back as more double teaming.
Well, I think this is perfect strategy by Marius and Max Power. Incite the anger of the youngster Matt Burns, and when the official's back is turned, just get in there and start decimating his tag team partner. Isolating Dylan Davis in their corner, probably the best bet for winning this match.
I have to agree with you there, John, and that doesn't happen very often.
Marius now leaning on the throat, using that 5 count to his advantage.
Oh my goodness.
And how much more punishment can Dynamite Davis really take here?
He certainly needs to make a tag here.
Marius is definitely taking it to him. Looking like he's going to go there again.
Oh, nobody home.
Oh, and he's been hung out to dry. And here comes Dynamite Davis.
He's down on the mat again, John. He needs to get up and capitalize.
Desperation clothesline that time. Matt Burns is begging for the tag. Max Power trying to call out to Marius, get Marius over to tag the fresh man in.
And here we see Dynamite Davis starting to move.
It's going to be a race at this point as official Jerry O'Neil starts the standard standing 10 count.
Gerald O'Neil looking winded at this point.
Here we go. And Max Power gets the tag. So does Matt Burns. Matt Burns comes in like a house of fire.
Oh, he's unleashing on them.
Just clothesline after clothesline. Big spine buster on Marius.
And what's next for Max Power?
Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
And here's Dylan Davis on the top rope. What's this? A flying headbutt! Could this be it?
Burns goes for the cover.
Oh no!
saves
Marius
him.
makes the save.
Marius breaks up the count there, potentially saving the match for himself and Max Power.
Dynamite Davis tagged back in. But who was the legal man?
I think it may have been Max Power. I'm not 100% certain at this point. This thing has just kind of devolved into a four-man free-for-all.
Well, I certainly hope for Dylan Davis' sake that it is Max Power.
Here we go. Matt Burns and Marius. Looks like they're going to go to the outside here now and brawl a
Oh,
little
the
bit.
textbook suplex from Dynamite Dylan Davis to Max Power. And what's this? John, what's going on?
What's this? The official's back is turned.
Oh, no!
God!
Right to the face of Dynamite Davis, that chain.
Look at the cover. 1,
Oh, no.
2, 3.
Oh, no, John.
And they robbed it. They won.
I suppose you're very happy.
I am. That's called taking advantage of the situation. The referee's back was turned. He was more concerned with trying to restore order outside of the ring than getting order inside the ring, which is where it really matters. And Max Power and Marius take full advantage with that chain.
Well, I just feel really terrible for two hardworking young men like Dynamite Dylan Davis and Matt Burns to be taken advantage of like that in the middle of this ring.
Whether they were taken advantage of or not, Mike, really doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the day is Marius and Max Power are walking out here winners, and they are the losers.
Well, that's it for us here today on Legend City Wrestling, Legends of Wrestling. I'm Mike Barrington and my broadcast colleague, John the Biz Bennett. Good night.